And three. What's up, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. Red, and I welcome y'all all to the third episode of Recoil. And of course, I always have my hosts with me, Ricky Chops and Shacks by Zam. And we have a special guest today, but I won't ever steal their intros from them because they sound a lot better when they say it than me. So go ahead.
Hey everybody, it's Anakinnnn with Next Gen Tactics. Oh boy, I hope some of you out there have actually heard that before, and if you haven't, go check out my channel and see what I have to say. Mr. Red was kind enough to invite me into his podcast here with Shackspot and Ricky Chops. All three of them are right around the same level as me these days and getting things going. We're all kind of new, and hopefully you guys like to listen to what we have to say.
Jesus Christ, how do I follow that? Day in, day out, I'm Ricky Chops.
I'm
In the building.
In the building.
I'm Shacks by Zam. It's as simple as that.
All right.
Short and sweet to the point.
Always.
Just
Okay.
like my penis.
So,
Jeez.
all right. So we actually got some viewer responses this week, and y'all asked us a few questions to go about on this podcast. So, being the nice people that we are, and that we had nothing better to do with our lives, we're gonna do this. So, the first one being is, what would a standalone zombie game be like? The person basically asked if there was to be a zombie mode in a standalone game, would it sell well? How would they go about doing it, and would we purchase it as a gamers as we are now?
Ooh, I think I would like to start on this. I personally would not buy it. It sounds, I mean, you've got Left 4 Dead, and then you have Dead Rising. Like, how many more zombie killing games do we need? You know what I mean? Especially, I don't know. Me personally, I wouldn't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
So
I got a question. Would it have Call of Duty in front of the name?
oh yeah, that's a good.
Oh, that's actually a very good. I assume it would. Call of Duty Zombies.
Whoa.
I bet it wouldn't. I bet what would happen on that, the marketing direction they'd probably have to go in is they would probably call it something like, I just don't know if they would do Call of Duty. I think they would probably end up marketing it as a whole new franchise. Though obviously in the marketing and in the marketing speak, they would probably say from the people that brought you Call of Duty, because it'd be a Treyarch, obviously a Treyarch game. But I think that they would probably end up creating a brand new franchise.
But then, I mean, why would I play that game when I just have zombies, in Black Ops or World at War? You know what I mean? I don't know.
I
The only
think
thing, go ahead.
I think they probably would keep the Call of Duty franchise name just simply for the money. Because every time I think of some kind of spin-off thing, I think of Final Fantasy when they came out with the Spirits Within movie. And anyone who's seen Final Fantasy Spirits Within can clearly tell that had little to do with Final Fantasy. But it's just kind of like all the other titles of
I still
Final
like
Fantasy.
that movie. I like that movie.
Wow.
Wait, you like that movie?
I saw that movie. I saw like the first 10 minutes, and then after a while, I woke up and I was like, "What is going on?
No.
What is going on?"
I have to confess, okay, everybody gets one bad movie that they like, okay, that's mine, all right,
No.
I have like 50 bad movies that I love. So
I have a soft spot for that movie because honestly, that movie was going in the direction that I wanted CG movies to go in. I wanted them to take, computer animation seriously instead of this, Kung Fu Panda stuff. There's obviously a market for that, and I enjoy those movies as well. But I really, really loved the idea of the Spirits Within on how realistic they wanted to go with it, and they basically tried to make like an action movie. They wanted to make like this crazy over the top sci-fi action movie, but do it in CG, and I was 100% on board. But I have to admit, yes, I know it's extremely passive, I will say, when you're sitting there watching about 10 minutes of it, and it's unfortunate. I dabble in 3D myself, and that's what drew me to it originally, and of course that's why I have a soft spot for it. So anyway,
I digress. Well, anyway, like I was saying, I think they would don the name Call of Duty just simply for the sales, and I'm assuming just like the regular series that they'd have some kind of story mode and then maybe a more in-depth multiplayer. I think the only way that it actually would sell a lot of units is if it had the Call of Duty name and if you can actually win the zombie mode. Because as it stands now, it's more than obvious that technically what we call winning is when you go through loops and it's impossible for you to die if you keep doing the same thing. But literally at a certain point, it's just more of you just trying to survive and stay up late. Because once you get past round 30, you're gonna stay up forever and ever and ever and ever. But now that y'all brought it up, y'all kind of sparked my interest on starting a new topic.
I just gotta say something about zombies real fast. 10 minutes of zombies is 1 hour.
By the way, on that same thing, I got one more thing to add. The thing is with the zombies, the reason that I personally don't even play them that often myself is because, it's almost like that. You sit down, you say, okay, let's get some zombies going. All right. And it's like, okay, you get through level 1 and then you go 2 and 3 and 4. And, at some point, it's like it just becomes so repetitive, and I can't imagine that anybody wants to watch it. But yet, I must be in a minority because I know that guys, especially over at NGT, like Meatwagon and Spider, I mean, they love this stuff, and they just go through it and they post game after game after game. But I'm telling you, you got to be a marathon YouTube watcher to sit down and watch, 10 videos that are it's one game, but it's 10 videos of zombies broken into pieces.
Well, let me say something, Mr. Skywalker. Zombies, I mean, you put zombies in any form of media and you have instant success. Let me ask you a question. Have you heard of Michael Jackson's Thriller?
Who's Mike? Wait, yeah, Michael.
Yeah, that is an amazing video, and I mean, the zombies just help sell it. Zombies are a winner. So
that's true. That's true.
For some reason, I mean, it just seems to appeal to a mass amount of people. It's crazy.
You're right. And that's the only thing where I think that the possibility of Treyarch ever releasing a single player or at least a standalone zombie game is very possible. Not because necessarily the market isn't saturated, which it basically is, but the only reason is that they probably see the success of it, and I think that they know people would probably buy it as a standalone product. The only problem with the Left 4 Dead series, and I love both of them, I have them both on PC versus console. From what I understand, most Valve games don't play very well on the Xbox, and I don't even know they're available on PS3 as well, right? Is that true?
Left 4 Dead, I don't think so.
I think Left 4 Dead is part 2 is on the PS3, isn't it? I think, I don't know. No? Huh.
I don't remember, but the thing is that those games are interesting because you can do the co-op, and the co-op is fun, but the only thing that they could really truly do different, which is what Valve has already done, the only thing that Treyarch could do different is allow multiplayer for people to actually play the zombies. And attack, you could do like a 4 versus 4 and, 4 people could inherit random zombies, and be able to control those zombies. And of course, when the real players kill those zombies, you immediately inherit another zombie. I mean, that would be kind of fun and kind of cool because now there's tactics where you're playing against other people who are zombies versus the idea of just running around from AI that is, scripted or where you kind of do the whole circle dance where they run around after you. If I'm playing a zombie against some other players, you can bet your ass I'm going to turn around and run the other way to go kill them. So that's the only thing that could add, I think, another dynamic to the game. And of course, you do this with multiple levels and multiple, just like a campaign. Like, you just have different places like, oh gosh, I'm stuck in a mall, the next level that, it's basically like Dead Rising at that point. It's kind of a cross between Left 4 Dead and Dead Rising and where you've got people able to play zombies versus the actual players. That's the only direction I could really see them going in.
Mm-hmm. Personally, I think it'd be too hard of a sell with, I mean, Dead Rising is established. So is Left 4 Dead. I think most people would see this as just like kind of a weak spin-off to a game that they can already play, in Black Ops or World War. Maybe I'm just being cynical, but that's the way I see it.
Cash cow.
Yeah, well, you wouldn't buy it either. Personally, I like zombies for what it is, but I don't think that I do need that they would probably be left for any target. Was just how many milk a French dirt. So.
Yeah.
That.
Guys, I'm sorry, but I'm getting a lot of static right now. I don't know what's up.
I'm not getting static either. It's very clear on my end.
Yeah, hold up real fast. I'm just gonna keep talking. I mean, you're so understandable, but I don't know what's going on right now.
Thanks for live, yeah.
I know, it's always happens.
Have this
Hey, guys.
now. All right, so how about this? Y'all
All right, it's
kind of
good
sparked my interest earlier. Let's talk about movie guilty pleasures, movies that we're ashamed that we like. And since Anakinnnn just brought this in with Final Fantasy, I wonder, do you have any other guilty pleasures that you kind of regret that you like, but you secretly watch it when no one's looking?
Well, you know what? I actually do have a couple of the movies that it just kills me because I'm a big sci-fi fan. You know, I like a good sci-fi movie. I'm not really a fantasy side of things. You know, I mean, The Lord of the Rings is great and all that, but I'm more of a sci-fi guy. And there's a movie out there that everybody just trashes, and I don't understand why. Pitch Black was a great movie, okay, but I actually prefer Chronicles of Riddick. I love that movie.
No!
I love it. Okay, I'm a huge fan, and everybody trashed that movie. That's one of my other guilty pleasures. I'm telling you, it's one of my favorite movies. I love it. I could sit and watch that movie all day long. And then the other two movies that everybody seems to despise, you know, is the Matrix sequels. There we go again. Everybody's
I like the Matrix sequels.
I love the whole trilogy. I think the third Matrix movie is actually some of the best science fiction action ever put to film. I think now, you know, say what you will about the crazy storyline and the really heavy-handed, you know, religious themes there near the end with Neo, you know, and the whole Jesus Christ pose there at the very end and all that. Say what you will, okay, you know, and it kind of went off on these weird philosophical, you know, topics and all that. But if you look past all the crazy, you know, the crazy themes, the actual action sequences are just unbelievable. Some of the best out there.
Oh man, that reminds me. Do you guys remember in Matrix Reloaded the entire like freeway chase scene?
That was epic.
Yes, it was. See, the thing about part 3 that I didn't like was, you know, part 1 you had that lobby scene which was just amazing, and then part 2 they stepped up with the freeway chase scene, and then part 3 didn't really have that kind of just amazing scene where it was like, you know, you just shat your pants.
Yeah, must watch.
Yeah, like if you're not going to watch the entire movie, at least watch this scene. I did not.
Absolutely.
I did not see that in part 3. At least, I mean, that's just my point of view. I didn't really notice.
Well, the freeway scene is the whole freeway chase scene is just phenomenal. You know, you can watch that segment, just that segment alone, and see that is a great piece of cinema. Just that one segment, you know, by itself, it's good stuff. But those are my guilty pleasures. You guys tell me what. Okay, now I've bared my soul. Horrible movies. Okay, you guys go ahead and you tell me. You know, tell me you like the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie or something, so I don't look so bad.
Oh, I'm pointing at Ricky.
Okay. Speaking, you know, since we were talking about zombies, I have a strange sort of fixation or adoration for pretty much any sort of zombie movie. Like, you take any of the George Romero movies, and I mean, especially the last few ones he's come out with, they've been kind of terrible. But I don't know if you guys have seen them, but they weren't that great compared to his earlier stuff. But for some reason, I could, you know, sit there and enjoy it. It's just like one of those. They've become sort of a popcorn movie for me. So I that's pretty much it. I mean, I love just about any zombie movie.
Okay, but that's not fair. You got to give me stuff.
Yeah, you got to get details. He wants some details on that.
Like that nobody else in the world likes but you.
Shit, man.
He's hiding it.
No.
I'm trying to think, because, like I said, you know, I love.
That zombie movie is a good zombie movie, okay? Because just like we talked about, zombies sell. You got to give me something that's bad that you like.
Like House of the Dead, bad.
Oh, House.
My gosh.
Hey.
That
I'll
movie.
be honest.
Don't say it.
That movie. Look.
No,
check it out.
Don't say it.
That movie. I can sit there and watch it. I have fun with that movie because it's one of those movies that you could sit there and at the very least you can bash it with your friends. You know,
Oh no, Ricky, why?
you can mystery science theater it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
And so I guess you could say that's a guilty pleasure in terms of zombie movies, but I can't off the top of my head. I'm telling you, I have so many bad movies that I really just for some reason. Oh, I know, Night of the Living Dead, 1990,
Oh.
1990, the remake. Apparently, that movie, a lot of people seem to hate it. They really seem to hate it, but I think it's superior. And I know this might be blasphemous. It's superior to the '68 version. That's just my opinion. I might catch some flack for that, but
Sorry, Rick, you're breaking up. You're breaking up. I can't hear you anymore.
Oh, it's all good.
Well, on the bright side, the House of the Living Dead, I believe, had boobs in that movie, so
Yes.
that's pretty good. It did have
Yes.
boobs.
I will clap for boobs.
Yes, that. Shax, do you have any guilty pleasures?
Oh, yes, I do.
Come
Well,
on, spill it now.
I'm type of those people that like those freaky
Girls Gone
movies.
Wild?
No, Teeth.
Piranha 3D. Come on. Tell us.
You guys know that movie Teeth?
Oh, no.
Which one?
Sounds bad.
Okay, wait. I have not seen it, but I know all about it. I've heard all about this movie.
Yeah, I
Shaq,
watched
don't
it.
you see-
That movie made me laugh a few times. I thought it was hilarious. You know, the people I was watching it with was cringing and everything. But I mean,
Okay, yeah, hang on. Okay, to the audience, if you guys have not heard of this movie, okay,
It's
I'm
on
not saying
YouTube.
go watch it. Just go read about it. That'll tell you everything you need to know.
Wait. What's it called?
Teeth.
Teeth.
Yes.
Like a dentist, like teeth.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
more like a
And Human
more like
Centipede.
a gynecologist.
Okay.
It's crazy. That movie ranks up there with the Human Centipede, and if you
Yeah.
guys haven't heard
Oh
of that,
yeah, I heard of that. That's God.
Teeth is definitely.
Human Centipede's just as bad.
Wait,
I mean-
does go ahead, say it. Go for it.
I mean, I kind of like those movies that are just freaky and bad at the same time. I kind of liked Human Centipede, but then again, it really was a little bit too much, as in just a little bit. It was not as humorous.
Is it as humorous as Two Girls, One Cup?
No, more like
Funnier.
finger paint.
Funnier.
More like finger paint.
There's nothing as funny as diarrhea.
Good lord.
Well, Shax, thank you for that.
This
come on,
podcast is
Mr.
out of
Red, now.
control.
Well, what's yours? Come on, spill it. You're the host. But
Oh,
you're gonna
we're
have
supposed
to
to
go.
skip-
Where are you skipping?
Oh, we're
you?
supposed to skip me.
No, no.
Okay. All right. Let's get the first one out. The first one, I'm a fan of the movie Ferngully.
But
There you have it. Ferngully was a classic movie that I grew up with. And I like the rap scene where he's a midget and he starts rapping with all the fairies and stuff, and he's talking about pollution. So that makes you feel good.
all right, sir, we're gonna have to revoke your hetero license.
Hang on. I think I just threw up on my mic.
Okay, and the second one is the Mario Brothers movie. What the
Oh,
Yes,
that movie is classic.
yes, I agree with that, man.
It is a classic. You have your moms and all this stuff, and I know it's a total retcon of the series, and it makes people think that Mario's last name is indeed Mario, and they haven't argued that, so I guess his
And that-
name is still
and
Mario
that-
Mario.
And that like Bowser actually looks like Dennis Hopper, like. Like what the hell? He wasn't a dragon or whatever he is until the very end, right?
Yeah.
It was
Good
crazy.
lord.
All right.
I'll take Chronicles of Riddick over Mario Brothers, my friend.
Mario Brothers was a class. I mean, the only part I didn't like was the fact that Daisy wasn't instead of Peach. It didn't make too much sense to me, but I digress.
Peach is a whore anyway, so I mean, it's not really.
Oh, so mean. All right. Well, now that we got that embarrassment out the way, next one we have today in our wonderful podcast is: if you can go back in time, who would you kill and why? I have to actually think about this. This is actually a good one.
Oh, any one person.
Any one person.
Now, see, do I take the selfless route and kill, historically evil figure? Do I take that route, or do I take the route of, selfishness where I kill somebody that only helps me? See, that's a dilemma.
I got it. Mark Zuckerberg.
Why him?
Because Facebook is the worst thing to happen to the internet ever.
No, Facebook is amazing. Shut
Oh,
up.
no.
Shut up. Facebook is amazing.
Explain. Why is Facebook the worst?
Oh man, it's just that it's
Tom
been
out of all
said
people.
time and time again. It's the idea of people, and really this applies to Twitter as well. But it's the idea of people leaving comments about things that are just so mundane that they don't need to be shared with anyone.
Oh,
I have a Facebook account. I use Facebook, and I communicate with friends and family just like everybody else. But I rarely post to it because there's nothing I have to say that is so important. I mean, let me tell you, me and my wife, I've mentioned to you guys before, me and my wife are expecting twins any day now. It'll be extremely nice for me to announce that to everybody without literally going down my phone list in my phone and calling everybody. So that's a nice, easy way to make this mass message. But I don't need to know what you had for breakfast. I don't need to know that you just got back from the bathroom. I don't need to know things. But, that Mark Zuckerberg, there's mine.
wow. Shax, do you have some?
I would kill Jim Crow.
Jim
Out of
Crow?
all people.
Who the heck is Jim Crow?
Isn't he the one who did all the Jim Crow laws? Like, freaking segregation and all that? I mean, am I right
I have
there?
no idea.
Okay.
I failed history.
I do when it comes to that one.
I might be wrong, but I mean,
That-
I kind of suck at everything I do.
Oh, come on.
I'm seeing this here. It says the Jim Crow laws were state and local laws in the United States enacted between 1876 and 65 about segregation
Oh, yeah.
in all public facilities. All right.
The power
All right,
of Wikipedia is in you.
Yeah. See, he took the selfless route. I think I'm going to take the selfish route myself and kill my Air Force recruiter. He sold me on some shit that wasn't true.
He sold you false
That's
dreams.
their job.
Yeah, exactly. He had to meet a quota, but yeah, I'd probably go back and kill him. And I wouldn't have to go back that far. It's only been 3 years, so
Wow.
it'd be a short trip. So
Get a souvenir from back then.
yeah, man.
All right. Well, for me personally, since everyone's being selfless, I'm gonna be selfish, and I'm gonna go back in time and kill the founder of Google, and then I'll take over for myself. That man is rich. I'm sure. Like I remember watching Hot Tub Time Machine, and I think I'm just gonna take that idea from him. Instead of being called Google, it'd be called Mr. Red's Orgasmic Website.
It's be called Riddle.
Riddle. And then you'll just have a picture of my face and my white tie.
Hell yeah.
And then whenever you want to watch something on YouTube, you have to watch it from my white tie.
So
I'm sold.
It'll be Ask Mr. Red.
Ask Mr. Red.
Why do you have to go back in time to kill him? Why don't you just start that now?
Oh, see,
I'm sold.
Then his successor. What about all that?
Look, I got it. Here's how you start. You go ahead and make their website and everything with you, picture you, your tie and everything. And then when somebody types something in, you personally get an email that says, hey, somebody's searching for this. You go to Google and then you give them results.
no, I'm going to take it a step further. I'm going to come to their house and then I'm going to go search for it myself. Like, this is what you need to do. Okay, I see you're looking for Pokemon cards. Okay, let's do this. We're going to go on an adventure.
Awesome.
It's pretty smart. I'm not gonna lie. I mean,
We're going to make it happen. It only happens on Recoil because we can make that happen here.
serving some of them red Shax chops while you're at it.
This podcast is out of control, man.
I'm already jumping out the boundaries. I haven't taken a shower in 3 days.
No, hang on. Go post that to Facebook.
I'm sure somebody wants to know.
I'm not sure that's going to do the same effect, but I got to keep my body red. Otherwise, I won't be Mr. Red.
Oh, man.
Okay, so we have the future of the YouTube community, and I don't remember who brought it up, but you started off.
Disciple, that's my boy right there.
That man's tight.
I have no
like
idea who that is. Who is that guy's name again?
Disciple.
Disciple, check him out. He's in my sub box.
Okay,
Check him
I'm
out.
gonna look it up right now. Okay, what about him? What's he does that's different and cool? It makes me.
I met him through Project Envy, and he wants to create machinimas, and he does a lot of work with After Effects, and he's just an overall cool guy. And if you spoke to him for like 5 minutes, you'd know what I was talking about. But what makes him unique, I guess, is he does work with After Effects, like with his videos. I don't know. You have to check him out.
Yeah, I'm looking at one now.
Some dubstep and get ready with it. Gotta go with it.
Ooh, Sin City. Okay, I'm looking.
And actually, him and I we're actually working on a couple of ideas right now, and can't wait to get it done. So,
Maybe
if anything, he's receptive to creativity, I guess. So,
we might have to bring him on the podcast one day and get in his mind and see what makes him eat.
Let's do it, man. He's Scottish, so he has that cool accent. Yeah, we could ask him about William Wallace and whatnot.
We need some lads.
William Wallace.
Need some more lads in the chat. Oh, that's a failure Scottish accent. I'm never doing that.
But check it out. If he comes on the podcast, he has to like paint his face blue and shit. That's a requirement.
Can I ask why? Why would he paint his face blue?
Man, you haven't seen Braveheart? You haven't seen Braveheart?
Oh man,
Braveheart, dude.
So sheltered.
All, like, start mooning everyone and like.
That's right.
Shooting the arrows and like everyone get their rectums.
Yeah, that does happen in that movie.
Wow. Is there anyone else that glimmers like a porn star in the community right now?
Pawn Star Fire.
I mean, Pawn Star Fire is already really up there.
Oh, glimmers. Half of Ricky's sub box, never CC, man. Check those guys out. Oh, Frog the Barber.
Oh, I heard about that guy.
I just sent you his link, man. That dude's
bro?
a beast.
I don't really look at any of your links. I just pretend to.
Well, he does high action commentaries.
Oh yeah, I saw that. Never mind. I take that back. I lied.
That's awesome.
Well, I feel like we just gave subliminal shout outs right now. I feel cool.
Yo.
All
right, this is the topic I want to get into. I'm sorry. I just keep looking at this in my paper. It's staring me in the face. It's like a paycheck that's for $500, but the bank is closed. So we have to get this in here right now. Top 10 are 3 women. Top women, period. Let's go with it. Who's your top? Let's do this. Ricky Chops, you're the expert.
Oh man.
Keyboards. You can have my keyboard, sir. Let's get the smashing.
Okay. This one is kind of all right. I'm kind of a breast man. All right. I would say Kayla Cleavage. She's a little bit old. But if you check out her stuff when she was young, like in the mid '90s or something, she is banging. Oh my god. She's like she calls herself a total man pleaser, and if you watch her videos, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Oh no.
She is just ridiculous. But she is a little bit old, and yeah, so check out her older stuff, not her newer stuff. And I actually think, she retired like within the last year. So she's one of them. I'd say Scarlett Johansson.
Oh, good one. Good one. Yeah.
She is just like oh my god, I don't even know. I can't even find the words. She's just like gorgeous. That's the best word I could use. Just gorgeous. I mean, it's I don't know.
I feel like you're just gonna cave in.
Yeah, man. It's like God came down and he was like, "Oh, here's Scarlett Johansson right there on a platter." Just
all you can eat.
Yeah. And number 3, Natalie Portman. She is not. She needs a ham sandwich. I'm not gonna lie. She needs a ham sandwich, maybe a few more carbs. some rice, but she is very pretty in the face, very beautiful in the face. And it's confession time. I'm gonna make a confession. I think I've been in love with her since I was like 15.
Oh,
Since episode 1, Star Wars episode 1, I've been like obsessed with Natalie Portman. So
that is not stalking at all.
no. I actually, dude, let me tell you a story. I tried to. I knew she went to Harvard, and I actually tried to send her a letter. I actually tried to send her a letter under her stage name, because actors, that's their stage. That's not their real name. Natalie Portman's not her real name. But I did not know this when I was 14, 15. I was very naive, so I tried to send her a letter in in Harvard, and it was just like, wow, that's ridiculous. Let me stop. After a while, I realized that, because at the time, she was in Star Wars, and she gained this this audience or this fan base, and eventually I went to this website where I think it was natalieportman.com or something, and I saw like all these different posts from all these other desperate guys that kind of pointed the mirror at me, and I kind of sort of I saw myself in these guys, and I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to stop this crush. Maybe it's time to move on. So, but I've always had a thing for her. So, yeah, those are my top 3.
Good job, Ricky. I'm proud of that. I'm proud of every single one of them, and I'll be more than happy to fornicate all 3 of those women. Okay, Anakin. Now I don't know if the missus is up, so
she is.
Just give me a wink now. Just give me a wink. Give me a wink.
Yeah, let me see. My first is my wife. She's over there looking at me like, yeah, it better be. No, she's got her list and I've got mine. We've always talked about it. She's my wife's very, very cool about stuff like that. She always one of mine is one of those guilty pleasure chicks that I've just kind of thought about my most of my adult life. But I do have to throw out Scarlett Johansson out there. I'm definitely with you on that. I mean, 100%. I'm with you on that. Mm-hmm. Kelly Brook is another one that I think is just unbelievable. She's all, I don't know where she's at these days. She actually was in Piranha 3D, which is sad for her, but she's pretty awesome. But believe it or not, one of the ones that and this girl's kind of an internet star, really, more than anything else. But Keely Hazel, I'll tell you what, or Hazel, whatever her last name is, that chick is unreal.
I'm about to look her up right now.
But beyond that, the guilty pleasure, and now I'm going back here. Okay, this is not as Ricky was saying earlier. You got to go back to her earlier stuff. I'm into the whole like crazy curves. I mean, like full voluptuousness. I'm with Ricky on this. If you ain't had a sandwich in a couple of weeks, then go on. But I'm telling you, Pam Anderson, when she was at her prime.
Oh
yeah.
That was good for me.
I only saw her after she was residued up. I'm sorry.
Yeah, and that's a shame because she could have actually stayed pretty freaking awesome, but yeah, she went south.
Literally. Pun.
Indeed, and Jessica Alba's in there too.
Darn you! You took that from my list.
You took it from mine too.
Stab.
I was just gonna say the ones. I was gonna say what's her name? Scarlett Johansson, Carmen Electra, and Jessica Alba. That was my list.
Oh yeah, Carmen Electra, man, she's got like this sort of I don't know, tigress aggressiveness. You know what I'm talking about? Like she looks like she looks like a damn tiger to me. Like she looks like she would be like she would fist fight you in bed.
Wow, and like it,
and like
put you in the nose until you don't like it.
See, I have to put her in that same category as Pam Anderson, though. I think
Relax.
Time has caught up with her. So.
Well, I guess I'll just go and share my list now. I've actually have a good dossier for each and every one of them. My first one would be, of course, is Jessica Alba. Of course, this is in no particular order. She's actually half Mexican, and she's half Danish. and she obviously looks very beautiful. She played the Invisible Woman, and we got to see her in her bra and panties and little Fockers. If you haven't seen that yet, I spoiled it. Her bra and panties is very good. And she has a nice slim little body. I believe she was on the cover of Playboy before too. And a lot of people don't know she was actually in not Alex Mack. Yeah, The Secret World of Alex Mack. She was one of the girls in that TV show from back in the day. So yeah, she looks really good. The next one would be Shannon Kane, and I didn't actually meet Shannon Kane until Brooklyn's Finest. She plays the prostitute in that movie,
Oh
in
my
case you don't know.
gosh.
And she is I'm at a loss of words. I think I made a mess. Hold up. Okay. She looks very beautiful. I'll just keep it at that. I'll have to refer later to her works later after this podcast, so let me just skip over her. And lastly is my favorite, Megan Good. Megan Good is a porn star in a gospel person's body. She doesn't do anything that's revealing, unfortunately, and she makes me resort to a lot of porn, which is quite unfortunate. But she looks very beautiful, and she gets a Mr. Red thumbs up. I'd give her a snoo snoo. She deserves snoo snoo. All you can snoo
Snoo snoo.
all you can snoo snoo. So there you have it. Oof, that made me sweaty. I'm sorry. But the sweat just dripped.
Are your palms suddenly growing hair?
My palms grow hair, but I make sure to shave them after I'm done.
That's good.
Okay, so here's a topic I guess that we must talk about, being the New Year's and the New Year's resolutions. What are our resolutions for this year? What are we gonna do to make sure that we're still not pedophiles anymore?
Let's see. I have resolved to get less angry at Black Ops, I guess. And I've resolved to step it up in my videos a little bit. So
Oh my gosh.
Oh, what are we talking about this time? Like, how are you gonna step it up?
ooh,
Hey Ricky, where are you gonna buy the nuke at?
the nuke.
You're
Man,
gonna make one and just like set it off in your backyard, make it like the size of a pencil.
dude, no, man. Like, I don't know. You guys know, my channel has grown substantially over the last couple days, and with this audience, I just feel the need to step it up somehow, and I'll find a way. I've actually got some ideas, but it's a process of evolution, I guess. So
I believe in you. First, you have to start off as a background singer, and then maybe someday you'll be a background dancer, and then you'll be the main show.
there you go.
Just got to do it just like that.
Climb up the ladder.
Yeah, for me, I'm also gonna try to step up my game. I'm gonna try to hit 10,000 by the end of this year, but I'm trying to get more into the movie cinema type deals. But the thing is, what I've been trying to do is upload a video a day. But if I'm gonna step it up, it's gonna be like 2 or 3 days, which is a sad face. But me doing a video a day, it's been pretty simple. But I mean, then again, it's gonna get rough if I do the cinema stuff. And entertaining is what I want to be, straight up.
Yeah, the good way to get used to getting rough is masturbating without lotion. You'll see how rough things are. Trust me, it gets really rough. I mean, you just apply the skin and then I didn't mean okay, Anakin, go ahead, man.
Especially if you've been working with concrete all day with your bare hands. Like, try doing that afterwards. Voice of experience talking.
Oh boy. Yeah, New Year's resolutions. Jeez, well, like I said, me and my wife are expecting twins. I got to figure out, first of all, one of my resolutions is to try to figure out how to take care of children, since these will be our first. And I don't think I can Google that. I think I may actually have to learn something for a change. So that's going to be one of the first things, because this is our first kids. I don't know what the heck I'm doing, and neither does my wife. So we're both that's our resolution, is to try to figure out how to take care of them. The second thing is my some of my goals, some of my things that I want to do is I want to continue with my game channel as much as I possibly can. and still be able to balance my 2 other jobs and be able to game and still spend time with my family. And right now, my goal, I hit as we're speaking here. I just looked at my channel as we're doing this cast. I just hit 2140 for my subs,
Woo.
and I'm getting right now. I'm getting about 100 new friends on my channel every day. People are just coming out of the woodwork. I more than appreciate all of them. And my goal right now is to get to 5,000. I believe that's possible, possibly even by the end of January, early February, somewhere in there. And then I want to be, my real long-term goal here is 10,000 by early May. I think that's possible. But the problem is I have no shortage of ideas on what to do to cover my channel, but I have all these ideas that I want to do, and I have some special effects. You mentioned Disciple earlier, who does a lot of After Effects. I do all kinds of stuff like that, but I just never have the time. So I'm going to try to actually make some more interesting videos here coming up. So that's kind of some of the stuff I'm looking forward to do, and hopefully I'll make time to do.
Yeah. Time is, excuse me, puberty. Shit. Shit, I need something to drink. But no, when you have a family and all that, and you have a job and all that, it's hard to find the time because, there are a lot of things. God damn, I need some water. There are a lot of things I would like to do, in the real world, but it's an issue of having time and having a camera crew, basically. So I'm in the same boat as you are, sir.
Yeah, I've got a pretty crazy video that Ricky, I don't know if you've ever watched. It's my NGT Spotlight video. I went absolutely crazy.
Yeah, I
with
saw
green
that.
Screen.
Yes.
I went crazy too. I saw that. That's before I had a fanboy moment with you, but
Yeah, I love doing stuff like that, and I did all of that by myself, no help from my wife or any friends or anything. I set up my camera, I tried to get it all right, and I'm telling you, I did that entire video, the entire sequence. There was 18 different special effects sequences in that 6-minute video, and each one of them required its own lighting, its own setup, its own camera work, its own focus work, After Effects. I mean, it was grueling. I actually, believe it or not, this is sad. My wife really said I need to have my head examined, but I was so into it that on Thanksgiving weekend, I did not sleep. I did not go to sleep Saturday night. I started this project early Saturday morning, and I was so into it that by the time I realized that I should go to sleep, it was around 7 or 8 in the morning, Sunday morning, and I was still sitting at my computer. And I finally said, you know what, this is ludicrous. I need to go to sleep. But by then my wife was up, the sun was out, and I'm just like, this is insane. I need to keep working. I mean, it's just a few more hours. And by the time I was really, really done with it, it had rolled over all the way into Monday morning. But I was up for about 50 hours straight working in front of my computer because I would jump up, go over to the green screen, do a bunch of goofy sayings, go back over to the computer, take my little SD card out, capture the footage, do a bunch of stuff. And I did this literally straight for 50 hours to do that one video. And, I just can't do that. I can't do it in the future. It's just not, there's no way to do that. So I do want to make time to do really cool stuff like that, but obviously not under such extreme duress.
Yeah, I need to see this video because it sounds amazing.
Yeah,
It's pretty crazy.
he had ice cream, sprinkles, caramel, gummy bears, and chocolate drops.
Ricky, you're gonna love it.
Sour
I've watched
Patch Kids
your
now.
stuff. Yeah, I've watched some of your stuff, Ricky. You've got some really awesome, very artsy stuff, and I love doing that. But man, it takes so much time, and I mean, my hat's off to you, brother, for taking all the time to do that. My issue is that I love stuff like that. I used to do TV commercials for a living, and every chance I got, I would love to build in special effects just for no damn good reason, But in this crazy video, I literally spent all weekend, and every single thing you see, I did completely by myself, beginning to end. And I'm telling you, it is brutal doing it by yourself. There's a guy on the internet, by the way, on YouTube. I don't know if you guys know him. I don't really keep up with all these people, but there's a guy named Angry Joe who's part of the game station. Do you guys know anything about this guy?
No.
Negatory, sir.
It's called the Angry Joe Show, and his logo looks like G.I. Joe. It's funny. But anyway, this guy actually, he does some behind-the-scenes stuff at some of his little shows. and he's got like this massive crew. I mean, you'd think that this guy has got like his own TV studio or something, you know, but he looks like he's probably 24, 25 years old, and he's got all these crazy green screen effects and all the, you know, I mean, he's going out in the world filming, doing all kinds of setups. You know, that guy has this really awesome show, and that's actually what I want my channel to finally get to at some point. You know, I want to be able to have like a full-blown show with like a crew and people to go with me filming, and you know, but I'll tell you, that's difficult. It's time consuming.
Yeah. Oh, go ahead, Shax.
Wait, say what?
No, I was just gonna say. I mean, if I had a crew like that, that'd be just fantastic, man. If I had the production value and all that, I would just be pumping those videos out, and they'd all be great. So I could like fully, you know, develop my ideas and execute them the way I envision them. So
yeah, absolutely. Yeah,
that's.
Check out that crazy stupid NGT spotlight video I did. I'm telling you, you'll be inspired, if nothing else, to at least despise my puns. So
yeah, that thing is puntastic. Literally.
Indeed.
All you can pun.
Indeed.
Well,
All right, guys, I think we gotta wrap up. It's just a little bit over an hour. I got
Okay.
work to do.
also, I don't get to say my resolution.
Oh wait, you didn't say your resolution yet?
Oh, that is so wrong.
Good God.
That's so wrong. What happened to affirmative action?
Go ahead, be snappy with it, man.
What happened to affirmative action?
I know you just want to beat that flux. Oh, never mind.
All right. Well, I actually got a long list, but I'll keep it short because you know I had to finish my business with Megan Good. So, my first one being is I've been pretty much inspired lately from the works of Anakinnnn, Ricky Chops. My hat's off to both of y'all. Well, if I was wearing a hat, well, no, never mind. Screw the hat. Anyway, something's off to you. I want to do some kind of live action thing. I might actually do it right after this podcast with that white tie and put on a suit and just ran on about something random and post it on the internet. So I can feel really special. I was actually kind of delaying putting my face on the camera just so I don't have a surprise. But then again, why not even show it now? You know, I look sexy. You know, I have sex. I'm not a virgin. I look cool. But, you know, why not? And as for a goal for a certain amount of subscribers, at first I was like, you know, let's set a goal for like 10,000. You know, all that good stuff. But now I'm just thinking, I'll just reach for the stars. Period. Just keep fighting hard for some subscribers and all that good stuff. I really just want to influence people to play better at this game and not play like they don't know what's going on. I'm more of a person that wants to make better gamers and better at this, even though I'm all for yeah, sorry, I'm just swallowing my tongue there. I'm all for people having fun in the game. I also offer teaching people tactics, because that's really why I got into this in the first place, to teach people how to become better people at the game. So that's primarily it. So with that being said, and with that all being done, I would like to thank you, Mr. Anakin Skywalker, today for coming up to our podcast that is Recoil, and thank you for your time. And I guess I'll let everyone say their goodbyes from there on, too.
Ricky Chops has left the building.
Always a building.
Well, that was quick.
Shaq's about to climb under your bed.
What? Wait, did you say I'm going to climb under your bed?
You better stay away from my bed.
Yeah, I got a bat for you. Like, well, all right.
I gotta work on these outros, damn it.
Oh boy. Well, this is Anakin. I really appreciate all you guys for listening to this, and I do appreciate Ricky Shax and certainly here Mr. Red for hosting to me and bringing me on the show. I more than appreciate it. I had a good time here talking with everybody, and anybody who wants to know more about me, head over to Anakin. That's Anakin with 4 N's on YouTube, and of course, everybody should already be who's listening to this be involved with Ricky Shax and Mr. Red here. If you're not, definitely check them out.
And I just want to give some quick shout outs to some videos y'all should probably see. First and foremost, you should see you have to see Shax's Big Smoke commentary. You have to, or I'll be very, very disappointed in you. That is by far the most funniest thing I've seen come from that man's mouth, and you just have to do it. Second of all, you have to watch Anakin's Domination, the Anakin Way series. You have to. That is so
That's fun.
freaking hilarious. Like once you play Domination the Anakin Way, you will never play Domination the way it's really meant to be played. But then again, maybe the way Anakin plays is the way it's meant to play. I don't know. I just know it's a lot funner and not random playing his way. So you definitely need to check it out.
I was
And,
saying when we were doing that.
It is funny though, everybody actually does call it the Anakin, Domination the Anakin Way. It's like I get on either the PC, the PS3 or the Xbox, and as soon as everybody jumps in, I'm like, hey, what kind of game mode you guys want to play? And everybody's like, let's play Domination the Anakin Way. I'm like, really? It's like a whole new internet meme, all by itself. It's like Domination the Anakin Way. So, yeah, definitely check those out if you can. That's
Yeah,
good.
I got to see this.
And definitely check out. Well, obviously, if you don't know about Ricky's KD stuff about keyboard destruction, obviously
Keyboard destruction.
not only have you been under a wall and under a pyramid and under some kind of pile of dog poop, you're just lost. You need to watch that. You need to do your research on what he says. Trust, I've done my research quite a few times, and I must say that my keyboard is not the same ever since. But you need to watch that. Also, you definitely need to watch his Mr. Jackson video because I just want to see him smash some random shit. So
Hey, I'm setting up that PO box tomorrow.
Yes, there you go. He has his PO box tomorrow. I'm gonna send him crap because I want him to see him smash it.
All right.
And as for shout out for me, I have nothing in really particular. I have a montage coming up soon for my little snoo snoo video. Snoo snoo is gonna be on the prowl, so if you haven't checked that out, go ahead. So anyway, it's your boy Mr. Red. I'm signing out, and I hope y'all enjoyed this podcast today. Peace.